Well, it was a spectacular day if you're a fan of that fall weather. We saw those cooler temperatures for that majority of your Sunday. Now we're going to be a little bit warmer by the time we work our way into your Monday to start the week, but it's also going to be turning on the breezier side for late Monday morning into the Monday afternoon hours as well. We get to talk about more seasonal air the rest of this week. Doesn't look like we're going to be seeing a huge warm up necessarily like we've seen pretty much the first half of October. Now, if you look at our current winds right now, you're probably looking at me and saying, Noah, it's not really windy out there. In fact, a lot of areas are pretty calm, and part of the reason why is actually because we have high pressure pretty much directly on top of the 5 News viewing area, and that's just preventing us from having any of those strong winds. In fact, all the stronger winds are around this high pressure, and so those clockwise winds are going to be giving a return to southerly flow as that high pressure quickly moves its way eastward, and then we get that return to southerly flow. So it's going to be pretty breezy for your late Monday morning into the Monday afternoon hours before a dry cold front's going to move through late Monday evening. Notice there's not any precipitation with this and really not a lot of clouds with it either. And that'll actually give us a wind shift out of the north by the time we get to Tuesday. Now, how strong are our winds going to be by the time we work our way into Monday? Well, we're going to be talking about wind gusts of about 30 to 35 miles an hour. Now, those are just gusts. Keep in mind our sustained winds are going to be on the lower end, so about 20 miles an hour, which is still pretty breezy. This is going to be tomorrow afternoon. So I like to mention if you have Halloween decorations and maybe they're not loose, maybe they're not tied together pretty tight, you might want to tie those down so Mr. Pumpkin's not blowing down the street with those strong gusty winds that we're going to be having on your Monday afternoon. Now, the southerly breezy winds are actually going to boost our temperatures up quite a bit from what we saw earlier today. In fact, we're going to be about 10 degrees warmer for your Monday afternoon. Overall, middle to upper 70s for northwest Arkansas, and then we'll be scraping those 80s across the river valley. Lots of sunshine. It's just little breezy winds to contend with. Now, don't let those warm temperatures, though, fool you in the afternoon because our bus stop forecast, well, it's going to be on the chillier side. We're going to be waking up Monday morning to those temperatures in the 40s, so definitely want to give the kids a sweatshirt or a light jacket if they're waiting for the bus stop. And then we're going to be turning pretty windy throughout the recess and then heading home with those warmer temperatures as we warm pretty quickly. Now, the next several afternoons, we do see a little bit of cooler temperatures once that little dry cold front moves through late Monday. And so Tuesday, we're a little bit cooler into those upper 60s. Wednesday, Thursday, we're kind of hanging around in those lower 70s before we'll start to cool things out to end the week as well. By the time we work our way into the river valley, we're going to be scraping those temperatures into the 80s. Actually, I just skipped over the river valley several day forecast, so we're going to be seeing those temperatures in those middle to upper 70s the next few days, and again, those upper 60s to end this week. And part of the reason why we're going to be seeing those temperatures on the cooler side to end this week is because we're going to be seeing a stronger signal for seeing more scattered and widespread rain chances, primarily late Thursday and on Friday. It's still a little too early to pinpoint exact amounts and really exact timing on Friday, but of course, as we work our way throughout the rest of this week, we'll start to pinpoint those details as we get throughout the next several days. And speaking of the next several days, here's that 10-day forecast for northwest Arkansas. We start to see a warm Monday in those upper 70s. You might see a small word there on that blue panel that says windy. It is going to be quite breezy out there for your Monday afternoon. We do cool things down a little bit by the time we work our way into Tuesday as that dry mini cold front moves through late Monday. And then by the time we work our way into the end of this week, we'll see those high temperatures in the 60s. Might be a little soggy on Friday, and we might be hanging out with those rain chances early Saturday as well, before we'll start to see another cool down as we head to the middle part of next week. And then for the river valley, we'll be seeing those lower 80s for your Monday. Again, those breezy conditions, so watch out for those Halloween decorations blowing around. And then those temperatures kind of drop off just a little bit on Tuesday. We're just sticking with those 70s throughout the majority of the week, with the exception of Friday with those more cloud cover and more rain chances. It's going to drop our temperatures off a little bit. And then, like I said, that cool down really into the middle part of next week. Obviously, that's subject to change because we're talking about 7 to 10 days out. So I like to tell people, don't take that word for word, number by number. It's always subject to change, but it would be nice to get cooler weather.
I had a really rookie move this weekend. We had a ton of rain yesterday, of course. I got my car washed on Friday. Complete waste. Complete waste of money for myself.
You didn't watch the forecast.
I didn't. You guys have been talking about this rain for so long, and it just completely flew out of my head. All right. Thanks, Noah.